Chapter 7. Charly and the Mountain Adventure. It was a clear morning. The sun shone golden in the sky, and a gentle breeze drifted through the open window. "Today we're going on a trip to the mountains," Dad announced at breakfast. Mia and Jonas cheered, and Charly jumped from one chair to the next, wagging his tail wildly. "Mountains? That sounds like adventure," he seemed to say. "The ride into the hills." The car wound its way up a curving mountain road. The children pressed their noses against the glass, amazed by the meadows full of flowers and the cows grazing peacefully. Charly barked every time he saw a cow, as if greeting each one personally. "Woof, woof." "Charly, I don't think the cows understand you," Mia laughed. The start of the hike. At last, the car stopped, and everyone laced up sturdy hiking boots. "This won't be just a walk, it's a real hike," Dad explained. Charly could hardly stand still. He tugged on the leash as if to say, "Come on, hurry." The path led across a bright mountain meadow filled with butterflies, and then into a cool forest. Birds sang overhead, and here and there a small brook trickled between mossy stones. The goat on the meadow. On a clearing, they suddenly met a curious mountain goat. It stamped its hoof and stared at them boldly. Charly perked up his ears and barked, not angrily, just surprised. "Easy, Charly," Jonas soothed. The goat stepped closer, gave Charly a playful nudge with its nose, and then trotted away into the grass. "She accepted you," Mia giggled. Charly felt very important, like a true mountain dog. The little waterfall. Soon they heard rushing water. Between the rocks, a sparkling waterfall poured down. Spray filled the air, and in the sunlight, a rainbow shimmered across the mist. "Oh, it's beautiful," Mia gasped. Charly leapt straight into the shallow pool, splashing and snapping at the rainbow as if he could catch it with his teeth. "You can't eat a rainbow," Jonas laughed. The children dipped their hands into the cool water, feeling refreshed and alive. The climb upward. The higher they climbed, the narrower the path became. Stones crunched under their boots, and sometimes they had to scramble over rocks. Charly, quick and agile, hopped from boulder to boulder, always leading the way. "Wait, Charly!" Mia called, worried. But he stopped obediently, turned back, and wagged as if to say, "I'll guide you." The eagle. Suddenly a large shadow swept across the trail. High above, a magnificent eagle circled. "Wow," Jonas whispered, eyes wide. The great bird soared gracefully as though it was the guardian of the mountain. Charly watched too, giving a soft bark, as if offering his respect. At the summit, after a long climb, they finally reached the top. The view was breathtaking. Valleys, forests, tiny villages, and distant peaks stretched out below like a giant painting. "This is amazing!" Mia cried. Jonas spread his arms wide, as if to embrace the whole world. Charly sat proudly between them, tongue lolling, tail thumping against the rocks. A picnic among the clouds. Mum opened the backpack and laid out bread, cheese, apples, and juice. Charly got a special share of crunchy treats. As they ate, the cool wind brushed their faces, and clouds drifted so close that it seemed as if they could reach out and touch them. "It feels like we're sitting in the sky," Mia whispered. Charly curled up in the sun, content and warm. The way back. As the sun began to sink, they started their descent. Charly ran ahead, then back again, sniffing every corner, clearly saying, "This way, all safe." Along the way, they spotted a family of marmots whistling before darting into their burrow. Charly tried to investigate, but the children held him back, laughing. Home again. At last, they reached the car, tired but happy. Charly leapt inside, curled up on the seat, and fell asleep before the engine even started. Back home, he snuggled into his basket. Mia stroked him gently. "Today you were the best mountain guide in the world, Charly." Charly gave one last sleepy blink. In his dreams he saw the rainbow, the eagle, and the friendly goat, and then drifted into deep, peaceful sleep. End of Chapter 7.